Protesters in Germany clashed with police Saturday over coronavirus measures, with officers using water cannon, pepper spray, and batons against people trying to break through police barriers. More than 20,000 people participated in the protest in the central German city of Kassel, where there were also confrontations between the demonstrators and counter-protesters. Thousands of people marched through downtown Kassel despite a court ban, and most did not comply with infection control protocols, such as wearing face masks.
This is the center of freedom, freedom of speech and freedom of association.
Protesters took to the streets of London on Saturday to demonstrate against some coronavirus measures, demanding the government to allow mass protests. Demonstrations against government measures to rein in the pandemic were reported in several other countries across Europe, including Austria, Finland, Romania, and Switzerland. Tanzanians paid their last respects to the late President John Magufuli on Saturday at a public ceremony in the capital Dar es Salaam. Church leaders recited prayers at the Uhuru Stadium service, which was attended by top officials, soldiers, and supporters of Magufuli. The mourners included Magufuli's successor as president, the country's former vice president, Samia Suluhu Hassan. Magufuli's death was announced 3 days ago. Writing on Twitter, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris congratulated President Samia Suluhu Hassan. The vice president said, sending best wishes to @Suluhu Samia following her swearing in as Tanzania's new president. The United States stands ready to work with you to strengthen relations between our two countries. Opponents of Myanmar's coup fled gunfire in Naypyidaw on Saturday as international pressure on the military junta increased. Video obtained by the Reuters news agency showed crowds of protesters running down a street in the country's capital, while tear gas and live rounds were fired in the background. News reports say at least one person was killed. Meanwhile, dozens of protesters on motorbikes took to the street in the southeastern city of Dawe on Saturday to protest the military coup. Authorities have tightened restrictions on internet services, making information increasingly difficult to verify. They have also clamped down on private media. Demonstrations against the coup have continued since February 1st in several cities and towns across the country, including Mandalay and Yangon. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres on Friday condemned what he called the military's continual brutal violence. UN Special Rapporteur Tom Andrews called for sanctions in response to the general's ruthless attacks on the people. Hundreds of people gathered in a park across from the Georgia state capitol in Atlanta Saturday to demand justice for the victims of shootings at massage parlors earlier in the week. The diverse crowd gathered called for an end to racism, xenophobia, and misogyny. A 21-year-old white man, Robert Aaron Long, is accused of killing 8 people at 3 Atlanta area massage businesses on Tuesday. 6 of the victims were Asian American women. Ahead of World Water Day Monday, the World Meteorological Organization is warning that climate change is intensifying water-related disasters. We get more from Lisa Schlein in Geneva.
The World Meteorological Organization says increased flooding threatens to destroy water points and sanitation facilities and contaminate water sources. As a consequence, WMO spokeswoman Claire Nullis says billions of people have limited or no access to clean water and sanitation.
We expect this problem to be exacerbated because of socioeconomic changes, of population growth, and obviously changes in sources of water, such as glaciers.
The WMO says more than half of countries worldwide have no quality management systems for water. The agency is calling for more concerted action on safeguarding the world's diminishing water sources and on mitigating climate change. Lisa Schlein for VOA News, Geneva.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.